Hey friends, today we're diving into a world of vampires, magic, and mystery. Let's talk about a show that became iconic and captured millions of hearts, The Vampire Diaries. If you're a fan of this universe, you'll definitely want to learn some fascinating facts about the series that took supernatural themes to a whole new level. The Vampire Diaries was originally intended as an adaptation of Lisa Jane Smith's book series. However, from the very first episodes, the show grew so popular that it quickly went beyond the books. The beloved characters like Elena, Damon, and Stefan, along with many others, were just the beginning of the amazing world that unfolded on screen. The first season of The Vampire Diaries was filmed alongside the movie Twilight, New Moon, with actors from both projects staying at the same hotel. Some of them even formed strong friendships, and Ian Somerhalder, who played Damon, eventually married Nikki Reed, a star from Twilight. The couple has two children together. At first, Kevin Williamson wasn't too interested in developing the series, finding the plot too similar to other vampire stories. However, after Julie Pless encouraged him, he read the books and got intrigued. Before the premiere, Williamson revealed that the show would focus more on the town's story than just a high school setting. The pilot episode was shot in Vancouver, British Columbia, while the rest of the series was filmed in Covington, Georgia, which served as the stand-in for the fictional town of Mystic Falls, Virginia. The premiere of The Vampire Diaries pulled in nearly 5 million viewers, setting a CW record at the time. That record held until 2021 when Walker surpassed it. However, ratings for the final season of The Vampire Diaries dropped significantly, with viewership 5 times lower than in season 1. Nina Dobrev and Paul Wesley aren't originally from the US. Nina was born in Bulgaria and moved to Canada when she was 2. Her full name is Nina Konstantinova Dobreva. Paul, who played Stefan, was born in New Jersey to Polish immigrants. His real name is Paweł Tomasz Wasilewski, but he changed it for easier pronunciation. At the start of The Vampire Diaries, Nina Dobrev and Paul Wesley didn't have the best relationship. They even admitted to despising each other at first. This was probably due to both being newcomers in the industry, and their personalities didn't click right away. But over time, their friendship grew and it showed in their on-screen chemistry, making their interactions feel more natural. The casting process was long and tough. Nina didn't impress the casting directors at first, as they were mostly looking for blondes, and Nina was sick during her audition. But she recorded another video which impressed the team, and she was cast as Elena Gilbert. Other contenders for the role included Tori DeVito, Ashley Simpson, and Alexandra Chondo. Paul Wesley initially auditioned for Damon's role, but he was eventually cast as Stefan. Paul himself was happy with the decision, as he felt his appearance suited the role of the good brother, but his skills in playing villains came in handy when Stefan lost control and became a ruthless killer. Michael Trevino and Zach Rohrig also auditioned for the role of Damon, but in the end, they landed supporting roles instead. The role of Isabel was also auditioned for by Canadian actress Neve Campbell, but the part went to Mia Kirshner. Initially, James Van Der Beek was set to play Alaric, and Stephen Amell, who later played Braden, auditioned for Mason and Elijah's role. The storyline of The Vampire Diaries differs greatly from the books. In the novels, Elena is a blonde with blue eyes, while in the series, Nina Dobrev with dark hair and brown eyes. As the show progressed, the writers strayed even further from the original story to adapt it for television. Julie Pless had her own vision for the plot, which evolved from season to season. In the books, Caroline Forbes is portrayed as Elena's enemy. Elena has a younger sister named Margaret, while in the series, she has a brother named Jeremy instead. Also in the series, Matt's sister is Vicky, but in the books, they're not related. After the first few episodes aired, The Vampire Diaries received a lot of praise from both critics and fans. Nina Dobrev and her co-stars celebrated this success at a club party, but their impromptu photo session on the highway led to a police complaint about blinding flash photography. The actresses were fined $4,000 and taken to the station before heading home. Now, let's talk about a few continuity errors in the series. At the start of the show, Damon displayed some unique abilities like controlling mist, summoning crows, and creating visions at a distance, as seen with Caroline. However, these powers vanish later on without any explanation. In the very first episode, Bonnie drives a blue car, but by the second episode, it's a different color. This inconsistency is due to the pilot being filmed much earlier than the rest of the series. The ID shown by Vicky Donovan lists her birth date as August 20th, 1991, Yet the document says it was issued in 2000, making her only 9 years old at the time. In one episode, Elena asks what Stefan looked like in the 1950s, but she's already seen him in 1953 news footage. When filming The Vampire Diaries, lead actors like Nina Dobrev, Paul Wesley, and Ian Somerhalder were paid $40,000 per episode. However, as the show's popularity grew, their salaries increased to $60,000 per episode. While exact figures for the other actors were never officially revealed, it's known that they earned much less. After the immense popularity of The Vampire Diaries, the American Red Cross launched a blood donation campaign with the slogan, "Starve a Vampire, Donate Blood." Students could donate blood at their schools and receive exclusive promotional material from the show, including photos of the actors and behind-the-scenes info. Personal details of the series actors. Nina and Ian, who portrayed one of the most iconic couples, Elena and Damon, were in a real-life relationship for a while. Their relationship was highly publicized, and paparazzi often snapped them on dates, traveling, and hanging out. However, after their breakup in 2013, Nina left the show in 2015. She later explained that she wanted to pursue other projects in film. As of now, Nina is engaged to professional snowboarder Shaun White. In another fun fact, Ian Somerhalder had a relationship with Nikki Hilton in 2004, and they almost got married before breaking up. Paul Wesley was married to actress Tori DeVito, who played Meredith in The Vampire Diaries, but they separated in 2013. Later, Paul started dating Phoebe Tonkin, known for playing Haley in the originals. Joseph Morgan, who played Klaus, married Persia White in 2014. Their wedding took place at a private ceremony in Jamaica. Candace Accola and Stephen R. McQueen were in a relationship from 2010 to 2011, and Candace also briefly dated Zach Rohrig from 2011 to 2012. In the show, Elena is technically older than her brother Jeremy, but in real life, Nina Dobrev is younger than Stephen R. McQueen by 6 months. The brothers' last name wasn't originally intended to be Salvatore. The creators considered naming them Whitmore, which was later used for their uncle's last name in the series. But they eventually chose Salvatore for a more mysterious touch, and it fit the characters better. The gemstone in Damon and Stefan rings is lapis lazuli, a stone that in ancient times symbolized sincerity, success, and divine favor. In America, it's also associated with spiritual clarity and truth. After the show ended, Ian Somerhalder and Paul Wesley took their rings home as memorabilia. Klaus was initially set to die at the end of Season 3, however. His popularity with viewers and Joseph Morgan's stellar performance led to a change in the storyline, extending his character arc and eventually spawning the spin-off The Originals. In Season 2, the producers initially planned for Damon to kill Jeremy to bring his character back to a darker place, as Damon had started becoming too heroic. In Season 8, Damon is seen reading 50 Shades of Grey, which was a nod to Ian Somerhalder's real-life wish to play Christian Grey in the movie adaptation. When Candace King announced her pregnancy, the writers faced a dilemma. Should they incorporate it into the plot or try to hide it? They ultimately decided to include it, creating a surprising twist in Caroline's storyline. The Vampire Diaries concluded in 2017, but the actors who played the lead roles still maintain close friendships. Ian Somerhalder and Paul Wesley, despite playing adversarial brothers, became good friends in real life. They even created their own whiskey brand, Brothers Bond, symbolizing their strong bond. Nina Dobrev also ventured into business, launching her wine brand, The Undefined, which quickly gained popularity. Which fact about The Vampire Diaries surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you next time.